It's WCCS at AM 1160 and FM 101.1. And across the microphone from me, I have four very important guests, the most important of which, it's Halloween time after all, is the youngest of them all. Carrie Rayko is in the studio with us, and she's helped put together the Falloween Festival, and you've got some great help. And you brought some of those helpers with you today, haven't you?
Yes. Good morning, Todd. We brought Dave Janusek with Downtown Indiana, and we also brought CJ Spadafora with Colonial Toyota and Colonial Motor Mart with us.
And they're the ones that have really stepped up to make this Falloween Festival a possibility even.
Yes, we could not do it without Colonial and CJ's help to put this together. This is something that we here at the radio stations and I myself have been wanting to do for several years now. And it's now kind of all fallen into place, and we're excited to team up with Downtown Indiana and Colonial and our other sponsors, too, that I'll be mentioning to help put this together to make it possible.
All right, so let's get the bad stuff out of the way right away, and then we'll get to the good stuff. The bad stuff is the forecast calls for rain. What do we do in the event of rain?
It's not going to rain.
100%.
Well, we have a nice cover for the stage. We have lots of tents. So we are going rain or shine. So the morning forecast is looking good for the trick-or-treating and the annual Kiwanis Halloween parade. So we'll get into that later too. But it's looking good for that. And we're just going to push along and use lots of tents. And, like I said, rain or shine, but we're hoping that the rain holds off till later on in the day.
We'll keep you dry.
Yes.
All right. So there you go. That's the bad stuff. And we don't want to talk about any more bad stuff because this is going to be so much fun for so many people. CJ Spadafora, of course, Colonial Motor Mart, Colonial Toyota. And you've got a very tall young man with you now because he's sitting on your shoulders. Who is that?
That's my 4-year-old son, Tommy Spadafora. So.
Hey, Tommy, how are you? Tommy, do you have your Halloween costume ready to go? Yeah? You're not going to tell us who you're going as, are you? No, don't tell anybody because then they'll know who you are. If you have a 4-year-old kid, CJ, you know that things like this, like the Falloween Festival, that's right down their alley, isn't it?
It's going to be a great opportunity and a lot of fun. I can remember when I was younger and marching in the parade, the Kiwanis parade, so we're just happy to be part of it. And it's going to be an awesome day tomorrow. A lot of things going on, bouncy houses, live music, vendors. So we're really excited to get a lot of people downtown to IRMC Park and show it off. So.
Yeah, and Colonial Motor Mart, Colonial Toyota, it's a family dealership. This is all about family.
Yeah, no, it's exactly true. Yeah, it's just hopefully with the weather cooperating with us, like we said, just spend some time with your family and get a little candy here and there, type of thing. So
make it a great, great time. Carrie, what else is going on? Because we've got the Kiwanis Halloween Parade at 10 o'clock. Yes. We have all kinds of things happening the rest of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. What I'd like to do, Todd, if that's okay, I want to start at the beginning. 10 a.m. is the parade. It's going to line up at 5th and Philadelphia Streets. So be there by 9:30 to line up. Parade will start at 10. And, that's been a nice thing with Nancy Smith has worked with me for the Kiwanis Club, and they were gracious enough to move the parade that has been on a Monday or Tuesday night for the last, I believe, 61 years.
Yeah.
So I was very flattered that she was able to make that happen and change it and just kick off the day with all of that. So that's going to start at 10 a.m., and they are going to go by police escort up to IRMC Park. The kids can march in the parade, parents as well, so please come out and enjoy that. And then they will be doing their prizes and their giveaways like they normally do every year for best dressed in each of the categories. And then the new thing is what we're going to do is we've been working with David in downtown Indiana to include all of the downtown businesses to trick-or-treat to those businesses. Yeah. So after the Kiwanis Parade, after IRMC Park, they are able to go over and just go up and down the streets to over 20 businesses and get lots and lots of candy.
Yeah, so. Dave Janusek is here. I've never heard him so quiet in all my life, but that's because he's full of anticipation, and he's just ready to burst with Halloween fever here. David, good morning.
I tell you, one thing there's not in downtown Indiana is a dentist, which is probably a good thing. Because I tell you, let me give you the magnitude of just how large this trick-or-treat thing that Carrie and I put together. For the wine walk, we have 15 wineries. Mm-hmm. For Trick or Treat, we have 21 places giving candy.
There you go.
So let it rain because we're going to have candy. I'm going to roll real quickly through everyone that's participating. 700 Shop, Claricade, American Legion, Artist Hands, Lucy Ray's, Vapors Den, Food Co-op, Diamond Drugs, Steel City Sandwiches, 9th Street Deli, First Commonwealth, it's the bank at 6th and Philly, William and Mary, Insomnia, Holsinger, Clark, and Armstrong, Buggy's Dry Cleaning, Michael B. Shoes, El Patty's, Book Nook, Philly Street Escape Rooms, Subway, and Luxembourg's. So that's a lot of candy. So let it rain. Come, bring your toothbrush and bring your bags.
Yeah, it wasn't hard to get those businesses to commit.
You know
either,
what?
huh?
At first they were, they got other things to do, but once this thing got rolling, they jumped right on it.
Once they understood it's going to be kids.
That's
and
kids and candy, and each one will be marked by a large pumpkin. So look for the pumpkin, and get out and get yourself some candy. But it's also a good opportunity to get into the retailers also. Sure. See kind of what their wares are. A lot of them are right now gearing up for the holiday season, believe it or not. So now's the time to, see some good clearances and get to meet the retailers. So.
Yeah.
And I'll be the one. I'm going to go as Mark Burdick, so I'll be dressed like Mark.
Wow. That's kind of. Are you going to go Mark Burdick Penguins or Mark Burdick suit?
I may go as a young Mark Burdick.
A young Mark Burdick,
not the Vegas Mark Burdick that we all know.
You're about the weight he was at that age. So there you go, Carrie. After that,
yes,
my goodness,
it keeps going.
The day's not anywhere near over.
No, not at all. After the trick-or-treating, we are going to have craft and food vendors. They will be lined up at IRMC Park and also in the parking lot beside IRMC Park near the Borough building. Tom Zaucha, again, has graciously given us his parking lot to use because we overflowed from the vendors that we could fit on IRMC Park. So the food vendors and the stage will be on IRMC Park, and then the craft vendors will be at the parking lot. And then we also have a kids zone that's sponsored by Lola's Early Care and Education Center. They're going to be there with many crafts that they're going to be offering the kids, as well as other nonprofit organizations, Life Steps, Senior Life. They're going to be set up doing different kids crafts. So there's going to be a kids zone area. We're going to have 3 bounce houses, which I know everybody likes 3 free bounce houses. So we will have those courtesy of Go Bonkers. And so it's just going to be it's going to be a very full parking lot with lots of crafts and vendors and bounce houses and kids activities.
Well, we happen to have a representative of the youth community with us this morning. Let's ask. Mr. Spadafora, do we like bounce houses? Are we like them?
Yes.
Yeah, we sure do. So bounce houses, we get a thumbs up on that.
Yes, and I have a 5-year-old at home that has been talking about this festival for weeks now. Oh, yeah. And he's very excited about the bounce houses. So maybe he can meet Mr. Spatafore and they can have a play date.
There you go. That's a good bouncy play date. I'm liking that. Lots of music tomorrow, too.
Yes. We're going to have Kelly Hilton, the Elvis impersonator, take the stage at noon.
Very popular.
Yes, very popular. We also have, right after that, 12:30, we're going to have Juke House Bombers, which are very popular in this area and perform a lot in the local establishments. So they were happy to come on board with us. Right after that, we have Told You So with Kathy Zillner and her band. That'll be playing the top 40 hits and some dance and reggae. After that, we have a country band called Tennessee Courage that will be taking the stage. And then at 5 o'clock will be Jeff Jemerson and Airborne.
Yeah.
Yes, so he'll be coming on the stage at 5 o'clock.
We talked to Jeff just the other day. For folks who don't know, he's the guy who sings the national anthem before the Penguins games, and he also has been with the B.E. Taylor Christmas concert. He's the guy who sings Light of the Stable, and boy, he sounded like he was really excited to come here.
Yeah, he really is. We've been talking a lot, and he's looking forward to coming back to Indiana. He was, the Teddy Bear Fun Drive and B.E. Taylor was near and dear to his heart, so he's excited to get back up to Indiana, and we're excited to have him.
Yeah, terrific stuff. So it all begins 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yes.
People are going to wonder, where do I park my car? Indiana has plenty of parking. Parking garage, Dave, right?
The parking garage, the newly lit parking garage. So check it out. It's clean. It's shiny. Use the parking garage. You can enter on Water Street or on Philadelphia.
Yeah, and then you're right there. I mean, you're right there in the neighborhood.
Yes, yeah, so everything kicks off at 10 o'clock, and from years past, the parade has always been very popular with the kids. So bring the family out, and like I said, the morning's looking good.
Yeah. There you go. It's going to be a terrific time. The Falloween Festival tomorrow. CJ, you must do a lot of wrestling around the house from what I'm seeing here this morning. You know what you got to do? Pump him full of Halloween candy tomorrow, and then see if he has any energy.
That's right. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
We'll do the candy, then the bounce house.
There we go.
And then everybody could say, Colonial Motor Mart is responsible for this. But it's a great thing for Colonial Motor Mart, Colonial Toyota to come on board. CJ, we want to thank everybody at the dealership for this. I know that it's a wonderful cause, and you, of course, being a family guy, you understand how much this is going to mean to so many kids.
Yeah, for sure. No, we appreciate it and look forward to a lot of fun. So
yeah, be a great time. Carrie, thanks for coming in. Dave as well.
Thank you.
As always, thanks.
It is Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank. It's WCCS at AM 1160 and FM 101.1.